Gravity. It's the force we rarely acknowledge but can't escape. Literally. It's what keeps our feet on the ground, what makes the Earth spin, what holds our solar system together. It's the silent conductor of the cosmic orchestra, ensuring everything is in its rightful place. But what if this invisible force suddenly vanished? What if the glue that holds our universe together simply dissolved? Imagine a cosmic light switch, instantly plunging the universe into a state of gravitational freefall. The consequences, as we know them, would be nothing short of catastrophic. From the ground beneath our feet to the most distant galaxies, the absence of gravity would rewrite the laws of nature as we know them. Buckle up, because we're about to embark on a thrilling, albeit terrifying, thought experiment, a journey into a universe without gravity. Imagine this. You're sipping your morning coffee and suddenly you feel weightless. The sensation is both thrilling and disorienting. You float out of your chair, your coffee mug hovering beside you, defying the laws of physics as you know them. It sounds fun for a few seconds, right? But the reality is far more alarming. People around you are panicking, their faces a mix of confusion and fear. The lack of gravity wouldn't just be a curious inconvenience, it would unleash immediate chaos on a global scale. Imagine entire cities in disarray with everything from small objects to massive structures floating aimlessly. Buildings wouldn't crumble, they'd simply float away, their structural integrity meaningless without gravity's pull. Skyscrapers, homes, and monuments would all drift into the sky. Bridges would rise like drawbridges with no counterweight, creating impassable gaps and severing vital connections. Cars would become airborne, turning our daily commute into a scene from a disaster movie. Imagine the chaos of vehicles floating uncontrollably, colliding mid-air. The initial moments without gravity would be a surreal spectacle of objects defying their earthly tethers. Everyday items like books, pens, and furniture would float around, creating a bizarre and unsettling environment. And that's just the beginning. The real danger lies in the effects on our planet's delicate systems. The atmosphere we breathe, the water we drink, the very ground we stand on. These essential elements would no longer be held in place. Without gravity, these life-sustaining elements would embark on their own journeys into the abyss. The air would thin, water would disperse, and the ground would lose its solidity, making life as we know it impossible. Our atmosphere, a delicate shroud of gases held in place by Earth's gravity, would be one of the first casualties in a gravity-free world. Without gravity's firm grip, the gases that sustain us would simply dissipate into the vacuum of space. Imagine our blue skies slowly fading into the blackness of space as the air thins out. Each breath becoming more difficult, our lungs struggling to find the oxygen they crave. The loss wouldn't be instantaneous, but it would be relentless. Within hours, Earth would transform from a vibrant, life-sustaining planet into a barren, airless rock. No wind, no weather, just an eerie silence as the last vestiges of our atmosphere drift away. Imagine looking out over the ocean, not at crashing waves, but at giant blobs of water drifting into the sky. Without gravity, our oceans, lakes, and rivers would lose their downward pull, becoming free-floating masses of water. These massive water orbs wouldn't just hover, they'd drift aimlessly, colliding with each other and other celestial bodies. Some might even be lost to space, leaving behind an arid, waterless Earth. The end of our oceans wouldn't just be a visual spectacle, it would be a death knell for marine life. Fish, whales, dolphins, and the entire ecosystem of the oceans would be left stranded in a cosmic desert. Section 5. Humanity adrift. Can we weather the storm? With the atmosphere gone and the oceans vanishing, the surface of Earth would become instantly uninhabitable. Our bodies, designed for life under the constant pull of gravity, would be ill-equipped for this new, weightless reality. Our bones and muscles, accustomed to working against gravity, would begin to deteriorate. Our cardiovascular systems, no longer needing to pump blood against gravity's pull, would be thrown into disarray. Our only hope for survival? Seeking refuge underground where we could create artificial environments mimicking Earth's gravity. But even then, life as we know it would be forever changed. We would become a species dependent on technology for our very survival. Section 6. Nature uprooted. Plants in a gravity-free world. Just like us, plants rely on gravity to guide their growth and development. It's how roots burrow deep into the soil, anchoring the plant and drawing up vital nutrients essential for their survival. It's how stems grow upwards, seeking sunlight for photosynthesis, the process that fuels their growth and sustains life on Earth. In a gravity-free world, this delicate balance would be shattered, leading to unpredictable growth patterns. Without a downward pull, roots would lose their direction, growing in a chaotic tangle, unable to properly anchor the plant. Stems wouldn't know which way to grow, their search for sunlight becoming a random dance in the void, making it difficult for them to perform photosynthesis effectively. Photosynthesis, the process by which plants convert sunlight into energy, would also be disrupted, affecting their ability to produce food. The delicate balance of gases and water needed for this process relies on gravity's influence to function correctly. Without it, plants would wither and die, unable to produce the food they need to survive, leading to a collapse of the ecosystem. The lush greenery of our planet would fade, leaving behind a barren, lifeless landscape, devoid of the vibrant life that once thrived. Section 7, A World Gone Wonky, Earth's New Spin. Gravity is the invisible hand that keeps Earth spinning at a steady pace, governing our days and nights. Without it, our planet's rotation would be thrown into disarray. Instead of a consistent 24-hour cycle, our days and nights could become unpredictable, with the length of each determined by random inertial forces. Imagine days stretching on for weeks, followed by nights that seem to last forever. This erratic rotation wouldn't just disrupt our sleep schedules, it would wreak havoc on our climate. The delicate balance of temperatures that allows life to thrive would be thrown into chaos, leading to extreme weather patterns and unpredictable seasons. Section 8. Cosmic Ballet Interrupted. Earth's Orbit Unhinged. Earth's journey around the Sun is a delicate dance choreographed by gravity. The Sun's massive gravitational pull keeps Earth in its orbit, dictating our year and influencing our seasons. But without gravity, this cosmic ballet would come to an abrupt end. Freed from the Sun's gravitational grasp, Earth would embark on a solitary journey through the cosmos. No longer bound to the Sun, our planet would drift aimlessly through the vast emptiness of space. This cosmic exile would have dire consequences for our planet. Without the Sun's warmth, Earth would gradually cool down, turning into a frozen wasteland. The once temperate planet that nurtured life would become a desolate, icy tomb. Section 9, Stellar Nurseries in Crisis, the End of Star Formation. The consequences of a gravity-free universe wouldn't be limited to our solar system. Across the cosmos, the very process of star formation would grind to a halt. Stars are born in giant clouds of gas and dust called nebulae. Gravity is the driving force that pulls these particles together, igniting the nuclear fusion that gives stars their brilliance. Without gravity, these stellar nurseries would cease to exist. The gas and dust that form stars would remain scattered throughout the universe, unable to coalesce and ignite. The universe would become a much darker place, devoid of the twinkling tapestry of stars. Section 10, Galactic Anarchy, the Universe Unraveling. Gravity is the glue that holds galaxies together, keeping billions of stars in a delicate balance. Without it, galaxies would disintegrate, their stars scattering into the vast cosmic void. Imagine the Milky Way, our home galaxy, dissolving before our eyes. Its spiral arms, once majestic and awe-inspiring, would unravel and dissipate. The supermassive black hole at its center would lose its grip, no longer able to hold the galaxy together. The universe, once a symphony of celestial objects held together by gravity's invisible hand, would become a chaotic expanse of scattered stars and dust. The grand structures that give the universe its order and beauty would cease to exist. Section 11. A gravity-free future, a thought experiment. Imagine a universe without gravity. It would be a bleak and desolate place, devoid of the structures and life-sustaining forces we take for granted. Planets, stars, and galaxies would not exist as we know them. While it makes for a fascinating thought experiment, it's a stark reminder of gravity's fundamental role in shaping our universe. Without gravity, the very fabric of space-time would be altered, leading to unimaginable consequences. Perhaps in some distant corner of the cosmos, life has found a way to thrive in the absence of gravity, evolving in ways we can't even comprehend. These life forms would be unlike anything we have ever seen, adapted to an environment completely foreign to us. But for us, on this pale blue dot we call Earth, Gravity is much more than a scientific concept. It's the force that holds our atmosphere in place, keeps our oceans from drifting into space, and allows us to walk, run, and live our daily lives. It's the silent guardian that makes life possible. Without gravity, plants wouldn't grow, and animals, including humans, would struggle to survive. It's a force to be reckoned with, respected, and perhaps even appreciated. Scientists continue to study gravity to understand its mysteries and harness its power for future technologies. So the next time you feel the ground beneath your feet or gaze up at the starry sky, take a moment to acknowledge the invisible force that makes it all possible. Gravity. It's the unseen hand that shapes our world and the universe beyond.